Many men have reached the position in life, or have arrived at a position in life that I have, where when they see an attractive woman, no matter how attractive she is, they can't see themselves staying with her. You know, or I mean, we're all humans. We might have some, bodily needs, biological needs. We might want to stay with them, enough to satisfy our biological need, if that's the case. But we don't want to stay with them. We don't have the desire to put up with all the other things that comes with being with a woman. We just want to be with them for, spurts in time, and then be free again. Because, as I've said before in my other videos, the key to happiness is having the least amount of compromises in your life, whether you're a man or a woman. But I'm speaking from a man's point of view. When you're with a woman, and I travel around the world, all over the world, you name it, I go there. And I see a lot of couples together. When I'm not, with a woman, when I'm alone, I can reflect and I can observe. And I can see the arguing, disagreements. He wants to do something, she wants to do something else. She wants to go to the museum, he wants to go do something else. He wants the air conditioning on, she wants it off. He wants to go to the beach, and she wants to go shopping. The list is endless of the compromises that you have to make. And a wise man arrives at a point where he's thinking to himself, Jesus, why did I make that mistake? Because it is nothing like either of you envisioned how it would be when you said, okay, let's go together to such and such place. There's pockets of times where you both want to do the same thing, but those are rare times. Most of the time, as soon as the breakfast is over and you're walking out of the hotel, she wants to do something and you want to do something else. Most of the time it's about compromise. And if you have to compromise most of the time, then that makes life very miserable. Most of the couples break up after a trip. Most relationships go through their toughest strain during a trip, because in a normal situation, you go off to work, she goes off to work, you see each other at the end of the day. Sometimes if your work takes you out of town, you don't see each other for 2-3 days or a week or more. Whereas when you're on a trip, you're together morning, noon and night, and you realize how different you are. You realize how much you want different things. And that translates into life when you are married and living under the same roof. You realize that it's not what you thought it would be. It's not what the movies and the songs and the romantic novels told you. It is different. It is nothing like that. So the beautiful life is a life of least compromises, and the painful life, and this is, believe me, this is true for people with a lot of money as well. It doesn't make a difference. It's true with someone with very little money. When you have to make compromises all the time, it just grinds at you until you reach your boiling point. The less compromises, the more happy and more serene and calm you are. The more compromises you have to make, the more irritated, unhappy, and miserable you are. That's just the way it is. All the best, signing out from Athens, Greece, obviously.